They say we should forget the stony road we tread, those who have scourged us with hate, a price upon our heads, those who have shackled us require from us a song. Those who have wasted us bid us condone the wrong. They say we should forget democracy is funded. They say we should forget the Bills of Rights is burned. Over 350 years we slaved. Over 500 years on the world stage, we slave and suffer yet, though flesh and bones rebel. They say we should forget. Oh, how can we forget our human rights denied? Oh, how can we forget our manhood and womanhood crucified when justice is profane and plead with curses met, when freedom gates are barred? Oh, how can we forget? Macy Jameson. Macy Jameson was born in Decatur, Alabama, on October the 17th, 1956. Her mother, Mrs. Dorothy Green Jameson, was an elementary school teacher. Her father, Mr. Charlie Jameson, was a roofing contractor. Her brother Charlie, he became a real estate broker. Her sister became a child's psychologist. When Macy Jameson was 3 years old, the family relocated to Chicago, Illinois, to take advantage of job opportunities, but most importantly, better education for their children. Macy Jameson, she breezed through elementary school. She loved libraries. She loved to read books about science and medicine. In 1973, Mae Jameson graduated from Morgan Park High School in Chicago as a consistent honor roll student. She entered Stanford University on a nationwide scholarship. At Stanford University, she pursued a dual course. She was involved in campus activities. She loved dance, drama, and drama production. She was the president of the Black Student Union. In 1977, Mae Jameson graduated from Stanford University with a BS degree in chemical engineering and a BA degree in African and African American history. She then enrolled in the Cornell University Medical School. At Cornell, she involved herself in campus activities. The library was a major stop. She carried a heavy medical study load, but she still found time to visit Cuba, Kenya, and Thailand to study medicine, to learn about medicine, to teach medicine. In 1981, Dr. Mae Jameson graduated from Cornell University Medical College. Briefly, she held a private practice, but she gave her private practice up to become a medical officer in the Peace Corps. She was stationed in Sierra Leone and Liberia. In 1987, the National Aeronautical and Space Administration selected Mae Jameson to train for the position of astronaut. In 1988, Mae Jameson became the first African-American woman to become an astronaut. Dr. Mae Jameson, on the 12th of September, 1992, blasted off in space on the space shuttle Endeavour. On that flight, she was an astronaut scientist in charge of all scientific experiments. On the 20th, the shuttle returned to Earth, making Mae Jameson, or Dr. Mae Jameson, the first African-American woman to fly in space and return to Earth. Dr. Mae Jameson is the youngest female scientist in the world. She has done research on computer programming, nuclear spectroscope, printed wine board materials, hepatitis B vaccine, and rabies. Dr. Jameson speaks 3 foreign languages: Japanese, Russian, and Swahili. In 1993, Dr. Jameson accepted a Montgomery Teaching Fellowship from Dartmouth College. In 1993, Dr. Jameson also formed the Jameson Group. The Jameson Group was a company that seeks to research, to develop, and to market advanced technologies. Dr. Jameson has been recognized by every major organization associated with science and medicine in the United States of America. She's been recognized by more than a few universities. Dr. Jameson's motto is, don't let anyone define your imagination. George Washington. George Washington Williams. George Washington Williams was born October the 16th, 1849 in Bedford Springs, Pennsylvania. He joined the Union Army during the Civil War, and he was wounded. When the Civil War ended in 1865, he went to Mexico, joined the Mexican Army, fought in one of their revolutions. In 1867, he returned to America. He re-enlisted in the Union Army. He was posted to the 10th Cavalry. And in a battle against the Comanche Indians, George Washington Williams was seriously wounded. And at age 19, George Washington Williams retired from the military. He enrolled in Howard University, but only briefly. He re-enrolled in Newton's Theological Institute in 1870. 1873, George Washington Williams married Mrs. Sarah A. Surratt of Chicago, and in 1874, George Washington Williams became the first African American to graduate from Newton's Theological Institute. He was ordained a Baptist minister. He pastored several churches, including the historical famous 12th Baptist Church of Boston. The 12th Baptist Church of Boston was known as the Church of Fugitives. They were known to aid runaway slaves, help them, feed them, and direct them to safety in Canada. George Washington Williams moved to Washington, D.C. He became a newspaper publisher. He was applauded by Frederick Douglass and William Lloyd Garrison. Frederick Douglass was born on February 14, 1817, and he died February the 20th, 1895. Reason why we celebrate Black History Month